Hello, everybody. The Warriors are still rolling, even though they're still trying to figure out how to play with Jimmy Butler. It's been interesting to see Butler's game complementing the Kerr motion offense. Jimmy doesn't need plays run for him. You run the motion offense, and if you don't get anything in the first 15 seconds, you give it to Jimmy and say, save us. Brandin Podziemski audibles a standard Warriors early offense play. He points to Jimmy that Steph is going to pop out and Jimmy should cut. Very often the defense will mess up because either two men will go with Steph or two men will go with a cutter, and that will leave either Jimmy or Steph open. But that doesn't happen this play. Steph feeds Jimmy in the post. In the Warriors offense, this usually triggers a split cut. So Podziemski faithfully dives to the basket and Steph is supposed to pop out. But Jimmy says, hang on, I smelled barbecued chicken. I can take this guy off the dribble. And he lays down this nasty ball fake, sends the defender with telekinesis, and then drives straight to the basket. Brandin Podziemski, in the meantime, is finishing his motion offense cut, which brings himself and his defender right in the way of Jimmy Butler's drive. But Jimmy makes it work. Here's Quinten Post to reenact that ball fake for you in 4K. This is another Warriors early offense play. Steph throws it to Podziemski, but Hield clears to the corner. Kyrie calls for the switch, so help comes just in time to stop Podziemski from taking this open three, and Buddy gets left hanging in the corner. So it's time to reset. Steph is pointing, saying throw it to Draymond. So Brandin thinks Draymond is going to post up here and they'll set up some kind of split cut. So he dribbles over to make the entry easier to Draymond. Draymond thinks that he should post up over here. Draymond is pointing. He wants the ball to come to Buddy Hield. Steph is pointing, saying throw it to Draymond. Brandin is not on the same page, and he ends up just throwing it to Jimmy. And Steph has not given up hope. He's saying rotate this to Draymond. Draymond saying give me the ball. Buddy Hield's just waving his hand. At this point, Jimmy says, you know what? Time's running out. I love this body language from Draymond. He just puts out his hands and says, hold up, let him cook. And Steph says, all right, we shall let him cook. And he clears out. Jimmy Butler again with a little ball fake, gets around his defender, timing his drive to invite Steph's man to rotate to him, but instead he gets bumped by the defender, and the circus is in town. Steph with a dainty count the bucket signal, and also saying, thank God it's not always me that has to save us when the possession breaks down.
Short on that three-point attempt is Marshall. 9-2 run by Golden State. Curry telling Podziemski to reverse it over to Hield. Curry trying to get free from Dinwiddie. Butler drives, foul, count the basket, and a three-point chance.
And here were the plays that really blew open the game. This is a kind of pistol action. Podziemski throws it to Post, fakes the handoff. Podziemski runs in and sets this pin down for Jimmy Butler. Then Post has the option of dribble handoff to Jimmy Butler. Butler is really tightly covered, so he throws it to Podziemski. Now, if Jimmy Butler had cut to the open wing here, he'd be out of the way, and this would be a pick and roll with Podziemski and Post. So Post sets the screen, does his very nice instant slip. If Jimmy were over here, the lane would be clear, and then Post would either finish through Kyrie, or there would be help coming, and the defense would break down. Instead, Post rolls straight into Jimmy Butler's defender, so Jimmy's cut has messed up the whole pick and roll. In fact, the guys actually run into each other, which is never a good sign in offensive execution. Post says, Jimmy loves attacking east-west, and if I go to the opposite corner, then usually good things happen to me. So Post just books it to the opposite corner, but his man does not follow him, saying, I've got to be here as backup in case Jimmy Butler barbecues my teammate here. So that means Post is not detected by the Mavericks defense. Butler gets himself into the paint. Post remains completely off the grid. Butler throws over the pass, and Post cans it.
8 turnovers by Dallas, only 9 baskets for the Mavericks. They have won 5 of their last 6. They're 4-1 since the trade. The Warriors are 4-1 since they made their blockbuster move for Jimmy Butler. Here is Butler. He's got 9 points so far, 5 of 5 at the line. Finds Post in the corner, and the three is good. Boy, he's been shooting lights out.
The very next play, Kyrie is getting this screen. The Jerry Stackhouse rules are that you follow over the screen, even if this means Quinten Post has to show to slow down Kyrie. Kyrie goes around him like a traffic cone. Quinten did his best. So on defense, it used to be save us Draymond, and that means Draymond would have to defend Kyrie's drive, watch the kick out to the corner three, and also pay attention to this cutter. But knowing Jimmy is back here lightens the load for Draymond, so he can focus entirely on stopping Kyrie and going out to the shooter. Look at the communication on defense. Quinten Post points saying, go back and cover the open man in the corner. I'm going to switch over to number 20. Moody jumps out to close out hard to Klay. Klay attacks the closeout. Jimmy Butler realizes that Quinten Post has to stop Klay's drive. So Jimmy steps in to cover the man in the dunker spot, and that lets Post go straight up and be 7 feet tall, and Klay bounces him into the stands, but he gets the stop.
Rookie out of Boston College.
That's a lot of Butler, though. I mean, Post did his job knocking it down, but Butler just never seems like he's rushed, in a hurry. Great basketball player, just an entire, complete game.
Thompson drops.
Draymond with the instant counterattack. Moody tries to Eurostep Kyrie, but it doesn't quite work out. Good hustle to get this ball back. Moses powers through for a rushed layup, but unfortunately, the layup is not good. Jimmy Butler just has a knack for getting the ball. Quinten Post here, we last saw him being pinballed into the Corona Club, but he's back and he's mad. He's clapping for Jimmy Butler to give it to him, and Butler shovels a soft little pass into a very unsoft finish. So let's wrap up with a celebration audit. As QP throws it down, we've got Santos miming the dunk, Steph Curry also miming the dunk. Good towel dunks. Pat Spencer with the instant full frontal bicep pose. Very nice. Kevin Knox going with the traditional patting of the head. He's indicating that Quinten put a basketball-sized indent in someone's skull. Let's pull out our advanced lip reading technology. Ooh, ow. Get me some Poffertjes. All right, everyone loves the flavor of Poffertjes. The Dutch mini pancakes. Serve yourself Poffertjes with some powdered sugar. Well, you're in the Bay Area now, so maybe put some stevia on it. Serve it next to your stroopwafels. The perfect ending to every dunk. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I promise I'll do better next time.